have these little tentacle legs that are hanging down. And then we're gonna gently fold the paper in half. Maybe it's easier if you see the line so you don't go below it. So you're gonna gently fold it in half so you can see the line that you drew. And then we're gonna cut out just a little peephole. So I like to make mine a little, like a teardrop. And we have this beautiful opening in our lantern. Hopefully that's big enough. Now, we're gonna put that to the side. And you're gonna take your leaf that you chose. Now, and you're gonna need 2 pieces of wax paper. So if you don't have wax paper, you could use some other type of see-through paper that light will go through. And we're gonna need an iron. And so if you don't have an iron, you're welcome to take the leaf and just press it between 2 heavy books, something that will weigh it down. So that might take a little while. You're gonna have to leave it for a day at least to press. But if you do have an iron, you can lay out a towel instead of a little ironing board. Let's see, my fern looks a little bit big for my hole, so I'm gonna make it a little smaller because I wanna make sure that it fits. A little bit. Looks like it's just about the right size. There we go. I want to make sure that it fits in there. Okay. And you can take your leaf, put the 2 pieces of wax paper together. And then take your iron, and we're going to press it. Until it's nice and flat. And then when you hold it up to the sun and the light, you should be able to see your beautiful leaf pressed. Okay. We can turn our iron off. Plug it. Put it away. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna trim the wax paper just a little bit. We want plenty of space for it to be glued on around the edges. See if I trimmed it enough. So we're gonna have to do just a little bit more on the bottom. Line it up so you can see your leaf in there. And then we're just gonna glue it on. So we'll go around the edges, get a nice amount of glue so we know it's gonna stick. Ooh. And if your wax paper is coming a little loose, you can put a little extra glue in there to make sure it sticks together. And if you're using press leaves, you can place your press leaves on your wax paper or whatever paper you're using and just glue it on using a little glue stick. Or any type of glue that will dry clear. So I'm just gonna go through and make sure this is really stuck on. We don't want it moving around. Go. And then when we pick it up, we have this beautiful little window. Okay, so now this is kind of the tricky part. We're gonna fold all of these little octopus tentacles up so they're ready to form the base of our lantern. Okay, then we're simply gonna just start folding them in. Folding them in. And fold them in. And fold that edge. And a great trick is to find your water bottle, slip it in there, to really hold all the, you can really tuck all those pieces in and get it just the way you like it. So it's nice and round, just like so. And then you can take a stapler. The stapler wandered away. Staple that together. So you have it closed at the top. You might have to slip out the water bottle to staple it. And then you have, make sure your water bottle is closed if it has anything in there. And then you have this nice little stand that you can take your glue stick and go one by one through all the layers to make sure that they glue really nicely together. So one flap, fold it down, and you're just gonna go through with your glue stick until each of those flaps are all glued together. Make sure that they stick really good. They're not gonna come up. So all of them are glued together. And you can run a little bit of glue along the edge here to get this little flap to stick down. And you might have to place it on its side to dry. And then you can take the little piece that you cut out from the center and round it out. Mine was a little bit small on this one. Then you can just cover the bottom with that one. There you go. And then you can let it sit and dry. You can even leave the water bottle in there while it's drying. So I'll let this one dry. And then once it's dry, if your circle was a little bit bigger than your flaps, then you can trim it down so it doesn't run over the edge. And then we're gonna take our hole punch and put 2 holes on either side. I just happen to have a little star one, so I made some star holes, but a regular hole punch is just fine. And then you can make a beautiful handle using your roll at home and tie them on. Put your little candle inside. And when it's dark outside, it will shine so bright. And you can sing some beautiful songs. Glimmer, lantern, glimmer, little stars a shimmer, over meadow, moor, and dale, flitter, flutter, elfin vale, tee-wit, ricka-ticka-tick, roo-coo.